Energy flows where attention goes, and it is this, our energy, that is the purpose of the highly personal penetrations into our dimension that we experience. It has been disclosed to me through automatic writing and other divination devices adopted that the name of these entities is closest to the word Kavalot. This word has little to do with the mind-altering shrub kava root, but is rather an approximation of the thing we call sound in this universe. The kavalot does not breathe, nor is there air or an atmosphere to produce sound in their dimension. They communicate with each other using a quanta cerebral push of different velocity and intensity. Something similar to the feeling you have if you choose to lift your arm. That second before the arm moves represents and approximates the communication channel the kavalots use. Will and intent are two reasonable words describing their only form of transmission. To identify the presence of a kavalot around you, there are some very obvious features of your consciousness you will notice are bending. Now, bending is a good word because what they do is use intent to push aside your selfhood, much like using your hand to push aside a bush to get a clearer view. The kavalot pushes aside your executive command of your inner landscape. The view they want is your senses, because in their dimension, they don't have any. They have no eyes, ears, nose, taste, nor touch. But there's another sense, and it is this that they want the most. Your inner sense, your third eye, your reaction to your inner experience. The organ for this sixth sense is the brain itself, responding, reorganizing, sorting, and grading experience second by second. It can and has been called simply mind. The stronger this inner eye is, the weaker the kavalot is in the individual. There's an actual inner war going on in every one of us. We invent religions, form organizations, build law libraries full of seemingly important rules society must follow. We kill. Oh, how we humans kill. It's driving us mad, yet nobody wants to be honest about what is really going on inside them. It's true, many of us don't know nor realize, but everyone knows there's something wrong. Even the dimmest of us can swear on that fact. So, the three crude and three subtle signs you are in that moment in the presence of a kavalot. 1. Kinetic movements observed in the airspace around you. 2. Bodily sensations creeping, like something is there touching you. 3. Fixation points in the body. Irrational attention to points in the body which correspond to tantric chakras, typically throat, heart, and base chakras. The heart chakra might actuate, gee, I might be having a heart attack, I feel strange. Or the base chakra may cause you to feel you may have caught an STD or some sort of irritation. Irritation is the intention, to get you responding, to get your sixth sense suffering. The three crude. 1. Unwanted thoughts. Thoughts seem out of place, disgusting, vile, or unsettling. 2. Sudden desire to express non-contextual cruelty. 3. Irrationally intense craving, typically for superfluous sex, not love sex. Also intense thirst, hunger, or craving for special foods. David Icke was right about one thing. They're not benign. However, they care little about what transpires here on Earth, in this universe. In fact, they couldn't care less. They are not here to take over, nor to enrich our leaders, or perform any sort of prescient act. What they want is our essence. And they get it. Plenty of you goes to support their existence. What they're doing, the full horrific consequences of this contact phenomenon, cannot be tolerated by the uninitiated mind. The immediate denial is understandable, and makes it much easier to cope with the truth, because the truth is so grim, yet abominable. The disgusting, appalling, and awful cruelty of their intentions here with us cannot be overstated. If it were a simple parasitic relationship, I would be relieved. But what the Kavalot is actually doing here is transmuting substance, one molecule at a time. You see, they're going to become us.